Baba, it's Nii.
mo fẹ́ mo yo ten mi pe mo fẹ́ mo ken bag me na ni fe mo yi wala don wa aka fe be ni me ni wo ba na sane gba te mo be ni ko bo da ni gan DANGME no ya ewo ni wo yo bi mi ta ma ken no conclude ba yinda igbaji ni tete obo bi aso ni tete TV ji no ni okwo ni oyi wala don wa aka me na nwe wo fe be ni wo ba na sane gba gan DANGME no ewo ni wo yo bi mi pa bo fa ye ishiba mi keji o subscribe ku e bo mode nko ni o subscribe no say ye ishiba mi bo mode ni o jani fe mo ke ha me ni your contact say mi fe ni ameba fita wo yi mi pa bo fa eyan wa de nche mo fe mo ni your contact say mi bo mode share mo ja ni o ke ha me agbene won ami gonti no ni ya nwe ko me aboni ko ni e ke likes ni na ifa kula nli ake nyeti ame pi enye ko ye TV unu shi TV e unu wo ba nyo like o ba nyo like bomode keji call remote e po ahwefi o ba no ba na like bad ne ke ko chi kete je me ge no pa onye no ge no e like e hambo so mi pa bo fa bomode nko no like agbene comment mo ke o sumo ni ofita commenters association e bomode ake anytime ni o ba video en share o ke no ko ba wo shishia mi fe e wa ni fe mo nke bo ake keji o fe na ke eje ya kanu chumoni eji ni chumoni e wa ko fe na ke wa wo ni fe mo so bomode ni o ja ni fe mo like mo comment mo ko ba nye alo keji o sumo ni anu ogbe to mo be ni ko boda ne yibo ani o na ye we mo mfoni ne no bomode ni oke ojomo chomo amaje mi eje me kani eseje ke ingmetwa enyope oke bage ke mbua fe na keke mambie fe na ojomo chomo oyi wala don wa de nche me na oba yue ganda me sane mini sane ji no ni nke bo ba yue last week story na eche she is ani wafe boli in spend 2 days ninke twa omo ni te no UK ehabo because ehia nye ntwa wache ni dodu questions ni akeba eba jeje na eko nke auma kojo dabi ni auma kojo reps ni auma kojo ni J10 reps nka meba na sanegba week na hu so be on the lookout for it nke bwa kemye ya mo fame opportunity ni eba gba esane ye bi so reps ni am supporter ni auma kojo ni J10 maha megbe ame baba ni obanu ame tomoboni onu wache ni dodu he shie enyo son ye pan na no shingmene oba yue last week afe election say ni Kenya ba kai 3 weeks ago kaji mimbu nkuntojo gba regional house of chiefs no mi amenya ni ameya havi ni ake injunctions komenge amenono wo eyin amefe mo ate no ni afi ni afon shikie ni a select me ni aba select ni ole why problem why kan DANGME bi why problem wa wona gba edagwa de nche ni ole keji money awole president ne any family over the past couple of years is anything to go by here. It clearly tells you ake boni wo yo na kana wo ba yin ake gandan bebi ina chake mokokla ni baba unless ekolele di enche etashi ni edna ni eyose akedabi the past couple of years as the vice president and then the acting president because Shai Osudoku bi amancheni no mi elege president ebagbo ni wache Nii Odaifio Welentsi akelenji lege vice president ebagbo acting as the president but lenche tashi na ke boni etele so far eke no ya ke shwele mo bako shimon eke totomo ke basabasa femo eba woshikpo no no wolele nche eba kwe ni echake course shiole keji boni etele na kainu eba yale then I'm sorry to tell you every gandangbe nyoni obo mi to yake wo be chake moko ni wo ba na ejake to mo beni nke ebo anda me watch wo mi egbele fenini every time no ba ya abolo abe akentwa majacheme apele wulo masane apele ni majachema sajinjwele jame for years afi baba wo ameye niko she wa akuchi ekomiamie wa ya majacheme enyo kete because of ameni femu yewo because keji akesanjie ba ni sanjie jwele jame shimo ameyo ni ame render ame judgment kemo kosumo ekete national ka render judgment ye national mo sumo ekete appellate court na agbe na ye efe ni mo exhaust every means they by exhaust kebatabi ane keji ame fio na kenshigwe wana wasanjia na fe kebo no komalakabo in certain towns say wana wasanjia na wana moniji pote niji manche ni esani wokeya ni kano kon yano wale money pote ni waba hold le responsible si ame ni femo ewo wanyema jianche menyo kete ni mi kebo agafo ewo no wache professor Nii Odaifio Welentsi ni Nungua Mantsɛ. He has been acting as the president of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs. He was the vice president ni Shai Osudoku Manchegboe ni nomi at the time legi president ni le a boy acting as the vice president ni eni femoy ni wona ake dabi numwe Roni Regional House of Chiefs ojogba Regional House of Chiefs fe kutumpo amale abla aye anukwale no keji le no na safon shike ale kon as the president of the Regional House of Chiefs then kanangbe nya wafia wa how mi ojogba ntamobeni yue beja no mo lenche na ake the way name from Wenajin as the acting president first vice president then the acting president beja le lenche yo se ake da bi eya ojogba no e ba chake course ke fe na kan le oba kwe shikeji boni tele na kenu e ba ya lele. I'm sorry to inform every single Gandangme indigene ake we Nii Odaifio Welentsi as the president of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs no ko papa ejemi ona boni chon ba ekole enuwaye enuake wombolo enuake what really be no we ekole social media blog money me bolo ofin TV stations are no ni me bolo ofin ekole enu eshengo ni efe yake e ba chake ni bi ayin efi o inu ele keji na kan ni na mi uni ntabia na kan je nsolimo ni keji na kan ni ele ekole wo ba na chake mo ye wo shiponji ano sika jeje na kan ni boni atele na kan no ba ya lele e mobo ka picture ko egmeje picture ko ni na picture ko ni na again overking the overking. This is what we are concerned about. Unnecessary titles. Overking, no ngbeje. The overking, no ngbeje. Naka overking, no ngbeje. Unnecessary titles. No, lumeni nyewa here. No, that is what they are all concerned about. Overking for what? You are the overking. Meaning no fear hour. Meaning no fear hour. Bolenche komo. Neke titles ni enya no me wa assume o ken ha color ken ha wo yi. Ola boni chon. Titles ni enya no me wa tawo overking. Me ni unji overking. Ona. But like I said, I seriously hope Shukwe was citizens say where a strong say he who becomes the president of the House of Chiefs. Ona ke Shukwe ba yin wa. Ona. Because me, I've always had a problem with the composition of the regional House of Chiefs anyway. I've always had a problem. The way ni ameyo ye jeme because look, they are a cabal. They are a bunch of mobsters, a bunch of gangsters. Now, if you don't belong into their group, they will not sit on your case. 5, 6, 10 years, damn it, honey. So I seriously hope was citizens we have it, we say in who runs the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs. And I hope future presidents, I know future administrations back where the composition of the Regional House of Chiefs. Keji wanyo wa fon shiki. Ke meni me hiyo te acho ame putin. Oh. Mine oyin ekpa me no ne. Kenka ye mache mabo. I seriously hope Shukwe wamambie wabana ye wale ni wadi enche waba afon shiki who becomes the president, the vice president, the various positions say many me take all the leadership brains the regional House of Chiefs. Many me all just I'm temo na vote. Na if you make ka me temo na vote Shukwe ekole bana me ni femu achake fio because amelia ko shiki be ba she. Bana kenji boni ebale. Now, kenye ba akaye before ni oshiki ne enye te no ne. Bia mi ni wana aka ba fon shiki ani English Yalata Traditional Council make injunction yang me oshiki fon no. Because ya me susumo miye Nungua Mantsɛ ke the traditional ke regional House of Chiefs say ame fe ame ni bi ojogba ni ame toton ni bi ni ame ani Dr. Bruce Kwe fe ni bi ne sa ni ame gazette la lo ame recognize la lo whatever it is keje ba kai no English ala tabi ke injunction yang me no no say why me no a couple of days later do a couple of a week or so later no wa na ke o ni andoma la chele ke injunction agma me no le a defendant say instead of Nungua Mantsɛ le one of the defendant allow the principal defendant ni your le a relief any see from the court te actually what you need take chulu ni ji enyo because yele esusumo mi le ni andama la che le no ji Mantsɛ Mantsɛ case adeterminiko ye court olo court chonko money Jimini Mantsɛ court ni akete Kumasi ni nkane abo kenye ba akaye ni Kumasi order ake le ni andama la che egbe abo National House of Chiefs register me back what you need to chulu ni jenyo apply for stay of execution ni a grantele no juno ni ya no ne stay of execution ni a grantele no juno ni ya no ne she court determine ko moni pote ni jigamanche so ni damalache yuemoji yake keji court determine ko moni pote ni ji gamanche be ni teko chulu ebe ni eba domoshin ake gamanche ye election say ni aba form remember ake na kan time no me menyo ni ya I'm invite for presidency ji watche Nungua Mantsɛ ni ji Nii Odaifio Welentsi ke ni teko chulu ame yenyo ameni ameya now no say me no we wabanake the GAN traditional council ame file a lawsuit against the regional house of chiefs ake ya memsusumomiye regional house of chiefs in fe no na me ba fe boni afe ni aka seat ame now mind you ake a few of the towns near your Gamashi emi traditional council emi recently no dani nitako chulu ni jenyo a grant ame paramounces and I think the goal all along was to have enough votes kaji be nekeshe ni abafon shikie koni amenye ni amefon oshiki ale ni ebachon the president of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs but unfortunately keji Mantsɛ yeliko bachon paramount noni wacheni teko chulufe that was just the beginning paramount here it take a legislative instrument ni ake recognize or na can paramount here so yes need gbese paramount abola paramount sempe paramount I believe I think I get O2 bloom or so I'm a fan paramount shimo before they will be fully recognized there sani apasi a parliament done you need a legislative instrument on a burning chon dani they will be fully fledged paramounts so unfortunately like a legislative instrument ni bani I recognize I'm a fully yam lag be frank be aka paramounts nakainoko eyakono so even though I allow ame ni I'm a seat or a regional house of chiefs I'm a votes because legislative instrument ni ebafi am official paramount by law you cannot just become a paramount it must be passed in parliament on a burning show so if you're make that was any amekwe ni wati amekome waliake about throw lawsuit out. I actually told a few people online unfortunately lawsuit about throw out on a burning show so ole ke onakwe ani makane lawsuit ani amegagmeno injunction injunction na amegagmeno nishikwe ameka fe kono na any amejeni amemba so keji okwe obana ke in the High Court, read of someone said in Kegme screener no yabo no kwe. Obana plaintiff said ni ayi bonteni jenyo legit bese manche. Ni ayi kai ni jete be ni dodu insaki otublo manche. Ni adote otunto niji enyo sempe manche. Ni ahene nunu niji ete abola manche. Ke ni Nikolai amashi nijete leji asere Joshi Mantsɛ so onake kanji webi ne fe ye voting kwe shikwe obanake ni teko chulu ebaye because neke votes ne with ekole lobby few ne ba fe together with other places come ne ba na votes here ebaye and I think me if you ask me my personal opinion I think this was the game all along. But unfortunately, don't blame me. But unfortunately, like I said, legislative instrument, ni ebafe am a full-fledged paramount a pasiko. I don't even know I can share table noko in parliament po kiana kainoko. I don't even know. Na me amesiu the Vice President, Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, Niji Be Nungua Mantsɛ, the Registrar, the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, the Electoral Commission, Ghana, to Vice President, the Registrar of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, Dodowa and Electoral Commission plaintiffs, and an action having been commenced against you by the issue of this writ by the above named plaintiffs, all of Gas State, Greater Accra Region, Accra. You are hereby commanded that within 8 days after service of this writ on you, inclusive of the date of service, you do cause an appearance to be entered for you, Vice President, the Registrar of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, Dodowa and Electoral Commission, plaintiffs to direct service. And take notice that in default of your so doing, judgment may be given in your absence without further notice to you. Now, statement of claim, statement of claim. First plaintiff is a Ghanaian citizen and the paramount chief of Bese Mantsɛ from the Ghana Traditional Council. Second plaintiff is a Ghanaian citizen and the paramount chief of Akamaje Mantsɛ from the Ghana Traditional Council. Third plaintiff is a Ghanaian citizen and the paramount chief of Otublohum Mantsɛ from the Traditional Council. Fourth plaintiff is a Ghanaian citizen and the paramount chief of Sempe Mantsɛ from the Ghana Traditional Council. Fifth plaintiff is a Ghanaian citizen and the paramount chief of Abola Mantsɛ from the Ghana Traditional Council. Sixth plaintiff is a Ghanaian citizen and the paramount chief of Asore Mantsɛ from the Ghana Traditional Council. First defendant is the vice president of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs. Second defendant is the registrar of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs. Third defendant is a body corporate responsible for public elections in Ghana. Plaintiffs aver that their respective states were elevated to paramount status by King Takite Ekochulu the second, the Gamanche, and were accordingly introduced to the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, Dodowa, in February 2024. Except, actually, just your introduction does not once again guarantee you a full-fledged paramountcy. Plaintiffs repeat the immediately preceding paragraph and aver further that though their statuses have changed, they are not formally recognized as members of the regional house, and that is true. You need a legislative instrument to have that happen. Plaintiffs say that they are unable to take part in the critical decision-making process within the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs to the detriment of both plaintiffs and the communities they serve. I mean, this is law. You are not fully fledged paramountcies until the legislative instrument that will recognize you as such is passed. This is clear as ABC. So I don't know why I don't think I will tell you this. A file like a legislative instrument. I don't know. But I don't even think there is one in Parliament. I don't even think so. I may be wrong. There is one in Parliament. Go through the process. Then finally about vote on it. Plaintiffs say that they are unable to take part in the critical decision making within the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs to the detriment of both parties and the communities they serve. It is averred that plaintiffs' absence from the regional house does not only delay the rightful participation, but also limits the diversity of voices required for the effective governance and development of the Greater Accra region. Plaintiffs say that traditional leadership remains a cornerstone of our national cohesion and development, and thus plaintiffs believe that timely action in this matter will reflect your government's commitment to strengthening these vital institutions. Plaintiffs contend that unless ordered by this court, defendants will continue not to recognize plaintiffs as full members of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, and same would mean the plaintiffs cannot participate in any decision-making process at the regional house. You cannot necessarily blame unless like a regional house, I mean, as a legislative instrument, parliament. I don't know. So maybe they have a point. Yeah, be an akashi. Regional house saying delay on a bonincho ni I'm a processor by through bonia feni I recognize I'm a fully as paramounts kejin na kainiele then I'm a money I'm a UOL. Yes, you can put the blame squarely on a bonincho on a regional house ake I'm a delay because of once again ben kebaka there a bunch of mobsters gangsters tactics neni play Nungua Mantsɛ lewu eta ne bi president of the regional house ele akashi ni teko chulu neke webi ne fe paramounts bonia fe na me fon shikie le no wakajin le which I doubt I can let it's an legislative instrument parliament she kejino na me you oni na kanin last no ele be batano because I recognize nyefe as paramount is never for she against the that be no elebano. No elebano, but once again, I don't know. In le money asani a legislative instrument parliament. So once again, let no na me dumono. Now, wherefore plaintiffs claim against the defendant as follows. A declaration that the continuous refusal by the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs to recognize plaintiffs as members of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs is in breach of the standards of fairness and reasonableness, and that same is unlawful. An order directed at the defendants to admit plaintiffs into full membership of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs with voting full right. But once again, you need a legislative instrument to make you a paramountcy. I don't think the Regional House of Chiefs can do that in the absence of that legislative instrument. I don't think so. I may be wrong, but you need a legislative instrument. Sania pass imla parliament. Then the eba fable full paramountcy. Nimla na ba pass ye parliament. Regional House bafi. So get Regional House recognize Igbo as a full member yet. Because mla engmeko bena. Perpetual injunction against the defendants, their assigns, agents, servants from undertaking the decision-making exercise, holding of elections, declaration of elections and voting at the detriment to the plaintiffs. Where is the other one? Cost including legal fees. Bona. So, lawsuit any I'm a femini. I'm a filer. Mine one call nakayake. I may need a legislative instrument. Noni ame you or name me. Like I said once again, I don't know. She be amini akamete ni I introduce ame. Kewo the Regional House of Chiefs say. Watch a Nii Odaifio Welentsi, a care market. Even though I introduce a kebab, they are no full-fledged members until Niaba pass the law in parliament. He actually told them. So Iliaka pay attention at the time. Come on, I can video
of Nungua Mantsɛ's request for the elevation of some 6 divisional stools within the Ghana traditional area. The following divisional stools have been elevated to the status of paramountcy within the Ghana traditional area and have been duly registered in the National Register of Chiefs. They are Besi, Sempe, Otubluhun, Asre, Abola, and Akamagi. The House has invited the occupants and or representatives of these stools to be introduced to members awaiting the amendments to the legislative instrument Chieftaincy membership of Regional House of Chiefs, Instrument 2020 LI 2409, that will lawfully make them bona fide members of the House. Today, they are going to be introduced, and when the amendment is done and they become members, they will then be inducted and or admitted into the House as members to take their respective seats in the House. It is when the instrument is amended that the said chiefs will become members of the House. For the avoidance of doubt, the 6 newly elevated paramount chiefs are not being inducted because they are not yet members of the House. It is my firm conviction that these 6 newly elevated stools will use this opportunity to serve the House and Greater Accra as a whole.
Right. So if you're okay, Biamini, I introduce Ame, Kewo Regional House of Chiefs, Remoni, then acting president, Professor Nii Odaifio Welentsi, clearly, they are not fully on a boninchon. Alok Benani Asana mena fully as members of the regional house amenako even though akameba jeme mo ne ona boninchon until parliament ba femini e ba pass na kai mla ona so far mlani parliament e pass paramount is ne recognize or pay I think about 9 so you have machine osu Tomang, Teshi, La, Bong, Shayo, Sudoku, Pampram. I think it's about 9 of them. Ona Bonincho. Amepe. Ona. So yes, nyamba jeme mo ne tomoboni onuni wache professor ke nyamba jeme mo ne shimo until ni mla ni eba recognize nye as full-fledged paramount say aba pass pretty much nyeba kwa ni femu keke nye ka take decisions come anya akenye awo mi ojo bang ona bonincho ni tamobeni kebwe judge tano because boy I may apply for instant theatrolete ufane mimba ama minta makane mata wolu eni makani mahabo. Where are you? Ona bonincho. Right, bona. So noni ona ama kane mabo kono ni shishiwa. So kote ewa me sane chafo ni ji sane na eje the traditional council bona am instant application awa chafo now come on in the Superior Court of Judicature in the High Court of Justice General Jurisdiction 12 held in Accra on Wednesday 23rd October 2024 before His Lordship Justice Ayite Ama Tete, Justice of the High Court. Come on time so in sure 23rd October 2024 sure 23rd pay more attention to the date 23rd October 2024 Niji sure time 9:33 a.m. Plaintiff say Nia Ibonte and 5 others versus President Greater Accra, Vice President Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs Ameji respondent say now parties plaintiffs are applicants absent represented by Isaac Nii Jones. So amelienche bi amena chesane ame bejame money representer ameji Isaac Nii Jones. Ni Isaac Nii Jones say oba na ni emiake there is nothing ne recognize like ebadomo magia chemane ana ona boninchon. So Faisal Mustafa Kontogunde Esquire, we have before you this morning motion ex parte on interim injunction pursuant to Order 25 Rule 17 of CI 47. I move in terms of the motion paper supporting affidavits and relevant annexures. We rely entirely on the averments in the affidavits. I humbly pray accordingly. By court, ruling. Again, I have looked at the application. The affidavit in support of the application of the motion was deposed to by one Isaac Jones. No deposition describes the deponent as to who he is. So, court tension make Isaac Jones ne actual money poten nijile. there is no deposition in the affidavit to show that the said deponent has any relationship with any of the applicants. No kokla abemi ni chonake neke Isaac Nii Jones ne any relationships with Manjiacheme ni Dumamenajia, if I should put it that way. Because there is no specific residential address that the deponent can be traced to. A address there is no deposition as to the occupation of the deponent. Alenu chumone chon. The affidavit offense order 20 rule 4 sub rule 2, which provides that pursuant to the which provides that I'm a candidate 2 me miss a page, so I'm at page 3. If I get page 3, I came in. Me miss page. Me miss page 2. I'm at page 3. In the instant application, Isaac Jones, the deponent, is a non-party and could swear to an affidavit on behalf of a party in this matter, but he must do so with the consent and authority of the applicants. Once again, echonake nekema jiacheme enumone ambebe 6 in total. Ameale igbe ake edumo amenajian. Further, as a non-party who swears an affidavit on behalf of a party in a pending matter, he must disclose his source of information. Isaac Jones, the deponent, who did not describe himself as to who he is not a party to the suit. However, he has provided information of facts regarding alleged official murders of the respondents in his affidavit. He did not disclose the source of his information in the affidavit in respect of official matters. He has failed to satisfy the requirement of the law in deposing to the instant affidavit, and in my opinion, the said affidavit is therefore defective. C Republic versus High Court, Financial Division, Accra, ex parte Trinibua Kodia. Nonetheless, I will, in terms of Order 2R7, use in the affidavit in evidence and proceed to determine the merits of the application. The claim of the applicant is that their respective states, Isaac Jones, ke instant application and I'm a fair me, the claim of the applicant is that their respective states were elevated to paramount status by King Takite Ekochulu II, the Gamanche, and accordingly introduced to the Greater Accra House of Chiefs, and that though their status have changed, they are not formally recognized as members of the regional house. In Kebono, they were not recognized. I don't know why they even went ahead with the lawsuit. Now, Article 274 of the 1992 Constitution is in the following terms: there shall be established in and for each region of Ghana a regional house of chiefs. A regional house of chiefs shall consist of such members as Parliament, both way, as Parliament may by law be determined. So regional house of chiefs say Parliament determined by law as members ni yomi. Both way. And Section 6 of the Chieftaincy Act 2008 at 759 provides as follows: in accordance with Article 274 of the Constitution, the Regional House of Chiefs consists of members specific by legislative instruments made by National House of Chiefs and issued under the signature of the National House of Chiefs. So any answer question any be I don't know why I need in glance over any answer ni chwanke, even though ni teko chulu ni jenyo elevate Bese paramount stool, Sempe paramount stool, Abola paramount stool, Otublong paramount stool, Akamaje paramount stool, Kasre Joshi paramount stool. They will need a legislative instrument in a legislative instrument. National House of Chiefs say Jimeni I'm about femini. I make like a legislative instrument. Come on. The regional House of Chiefs consists of members specific by legislative instruments made by the National House of Chiefs and issued under the signature of the National House of Chiefs. So, like an LIA, like a legislative instrument, then by a parliament, pass, I'm about become the full-fledged paramount. Saneje the National House of Chiefs. Ona na bonincho. So until ni na can no go buy, that is why I'm saying na in lepuake na can LI parliament po in lepuake National House of Chiefs say I may prepare na can LI pocket a parliament in the first place. Ona, so they should have known this. Ona, the fact that I me lane now me I don't wait. I doubt I me look, their lawyers are smart. They are smart as hell. So if they didn't think this would actually okay, legislative instrument they recognize me fully as paramount is a pasico. The applicants have not shown to the court any evidence in the form of legislative instrument that they are members of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs. Once again, L.I. Kokla Beni is established as members of the Regional House. So vote L.I. vote. The Chieftaincy Instrument 2020 LI 249 gives the membership of the various regional House of Chiefs in Ghana. Regulation 8 gives the member of Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs as follows. So many may constitute or the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs about way Gan. So Gan wanyele ekomepe as the Gan Traditional House of Chiefs. Alo Gan Traditional Council. Osudoku, Shai, Ningo, Pampram, Bong, La, English Yalata, Nungua, Osu, Tema, Teshi. So by law, Majine ninche ame pet na recognize or ame as paramouncies. Ona bonincho. Now, the names of the applicants are not here. The applicants have therefore not established any prima facie evidence that they are members of the second respondent, i.e. the Greater Accra House of Chiefs, for which they are entitled to be accorded any right or privilege as such. It is my view that the applicants have not established any prima facie right that the court ought to protect. In the circumstances, the ex-party filed on 22nd October 2024 for interim injunction to restrain the respondents from holding elections at the Greater Accra House of Chiefs is hereby dismissed. So, like I said, earlier on, what I make me wale omo because was so say come kewo numo minga boy o provide me with the information and an break man okla. It's so say come ke look. They need ally need about recognize I'm fully. No need ally Benjamin I'm a case. Yeah, he saw say Kemi Kla before any back baby me. Now back baby when he saw say Chami girl no mobile no nin kebo no I watch out for it. So like I said, ally need about recognize it should come from the National House of Chiefs to Parliament. Ke Parliament pass then they will be fully recognized as paramounts. Until then, Bolly, no koklabe ni abafe. No, NSME watch nita kochulu be bolenche ene ke okoba anake right in a wall no ake dabi no kone eya ojugba no ni eya ojugba vote say chimo Bolly court take amebe court amebe vote so court 24th October 2024 letter ne ubana ke agma kete regional house ni tekochulu withdraw a candidature and rightly so because kete shukwe eba lose so enyake a withdraw because a member say ni Jegan traditional council amenyeni ame vote ehale because ame bet na can write say so withdrawal of candidature come on in my date the 24th October, which means the day after Nikote issue judgment ni angmaneke letane. I bring you greetings from the Gan Traditional Council. His Majesty King Takite Ekochulu II Gamanche and President of the Gan Traditional Council has directed me to formally notify you of the withdrawal of his candidature for the election to the position of President of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs. His Majesty has instructed that I convey to you and to the House that it was an honor to have been nominated for this role, and he remains committed to supporting the region in promoting its values, traditions, and objectives. His Majesty further directed me to convey his gratitude to the entire membership of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs for their support, and he extends his best wishes to King Odaifio Welentsi III in this election. Niga, wish him well. Yours faithfully, Evelyn Amiwache, Registrar, President of Registrar Nii ACCO for President. Okay, a sign for President of the Traditional Council. So there you have it. Ona Bonichon. So Niga a withdraw, and rightly so, because a member say I'm a votes yet. Ni I'm a banye ni I'm a for Oshiki, and I think I can. Ole no koni na keje no konemi. It tells you like a original House of Chiefs It tells you. Because Keji Ninga rely on members from the Traditional Council. That should tell you something. Does that mean Ake Nungua Mantsɛ is solidify me yo the other side there omo? Ni Ninga rely on baby kona me fita enough for shiki. Think about it. Mind you, the current composition at 9 pe. So Keji Nungua Okola Kekpong. That is 2 out of the 9. Keji Ninga allo Nii Nungua is solidify the other side the shy osu ningo pampram e ka me fe solidify jegbe. Once again, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I hope I can only you will follow. Ninga rely on a webi na me phone shiki. What does that tell you? Me know Ninga nye ya no ni e ya oshiki without a webi, because the regional House of Chiefs is already there. Omo ni neke paramount snake bese o tu blow bola amefa amebemi omo. So ni ganye a campaign e ya oshiki phone ni ebini than e will be any le elevator me amefitai. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist here, but it is telling me okay, our regional House of Chiefs is probably divided into factions too. It is divided into factions too. So there you have it. So oshiki eteno. Ni Nungua Mantsɛ so far eteno ni wini oshiki ni lefe president ni awo pampram Mantsɛ vice president o fine our video ne bi ami ni aswe me after ni so called oshiki eteno. So kwemo
I mention your name. Having been elected president and vice president.
Having been elected president
Of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs.
of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs,
Do hereby.
in
In the name of God.
the name of God
And our great ancestors.
and our great ancestors,
Swear that I will bear true faith
I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the Republic of Ghana,
to the Republic of Ghana,
as by law established,
as by law established,
that I will uphold
that I will uphold
the integrity
the integrity
of the Republic of Ghana,
of the Republic of Ghana,
that I will maintain
that I will maintain
and advance
and advance
the ancient
the ancient
and accepted custom,
and accepted customs,
traditions,
traditions,
and usages
and usages
of our forebears,
of our forebears,
modified and adapted
modified and adapted
to suit the changing conditions
to suit the changing conditions
of our time, that I will faithfully
that I will faithfully
and conscientiously
and conscientiously
discharge
discharge
my duties as
my duties as
President
President
of the Greater Accra
of the Greater Accra
Regional House of Chiefs,
Regional House of Chiefs,
and that I will do right
that I will do right
to all manner of people
all manner of people
in accordance with the provisions of the Chieftaincy Act 1971 Act 371 and the laws and regulations of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, without fear or favor, affection or ill will, so help me God. Now the oath of secrecy.
Right, so there you have it. I mean, I swear, I mean, no, na to mo beni nkebo Nungua Mantsɛ be an elected president ni Pampam Mantsɛ G vice president. Now, many ya National House of Chiefs say me na fon shiki ha me huni ame ya National House. Ko kweno ni ya no be me ni oja me no na me fon shiki ha me. Kwa kanengbe boy. We have a long way to go. Seriously. Look, no wonder the Regional House of Chiefs is a complete mess. Complete mess. You know, no, it reflect here. No, ni one I was now, na me ba represent what region your National House of Chiefs. Teshi Mantsɛ ni akomfra ni ji enyo. Po Mantsɛ ni tete otu ni ji enyo. Ke Adang Mantsɛ Nene Abraham Kabu Aku Inliake Inchele Ojogba Ona Boninchon. So Teshi Mantsɛ Po Mantsɛ Ki Adam Mantsɛ Amame Bafe regional reps ye National House of Chiefs no jino ni inke habwe. Now wache Nii Odaifio Welentsi ni ji Nungua Mantsɛ ni agbena awabo a speech ni ehan to bullet we.
Who have chosen me to be the next president of our esteemed brotherhood. I consider this not just for personal victory, but a victory for all of us. While I will be assuming the role of president at the next term, I see it as a responsibility to be shared with all of you. Despite my extensive experience and familiarity with our ethics, codes, and ways of operating, I acknowledge that I will need the counsel and assistance of fellow colleagues to fulfill my duties to the best of my ability. I will actively seek input from our former presidents and other members of the House on matters of mutual interest. I hope and trust that you will make yourselves available to me when I reach out to you, particularly during urgent and critical moments. As human, we are finding that can make mistakes, whether by omission or commission. I would like to take this opportunity to apologize if I have intentionally or unintentionally caused any offense or inconvenience to any member in the past or present. I sincerely ask for your forgiveness. In the words of the renowned English writer William Shakespeare, all the West is a stage, and all the men and women merely praise. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time raised many paths. This shows how individuals navigate their lives and interests with one another. We may cross paths and encounter each other at different times, but we can never fully comprehend one another, although we all experience the same stages of life. As your incoming president, I have my own distinct vision, and we have different approaches to certain subject matters and activities compared to my predecessor. However, I assure you that I will honor and expand upon his contribution while I introduce new ideas for the benefit of all. With all of you by my side, with your diverse perspectives for shared objectives, I am confident that together we can achieve our goals and continue to enhance the reputation of the entire Chieftaincy institution in Ghana and beyond. Thank you for the privilege to serve you and our beloved motherland. Long live the Accra Regional House of Chiefs, and long live Ghana. Thank you all for coming.
Let's continue clapping. Thank you, me, President.
Right, so there you have it. Often a speech any a hand on a boning chon. Like I said, there were some interesting things coming. Did I hear him talk about ethics? Anyways, you see, this is not a show to attack him. Ona Boni Chon. So, but I hope, like I said to Moboni in Yueka Choshishijie, I hope ake efe noni esani efe Ona Boni Chon. I seriously hope ake ebachake the way ni Irani the regional House of Chiefs thus far Ona Boni Chon because you about ethics committee you can clearly tell. Okay, well, the least said about it, the better. Now, during this course, nuni if you make vice presidency, run as the acting president, keji efe no go keshi mokwe abomode ni akekele, and I think that is in order. Ona Bonington, it is in order. A own vision more, but with the consultation of others, say a babo modern koni ameran lojogba, which is how it should go. On aboninchon nile fe be mokome ichomi. So ke onukpa ajibue esani obi ngawo ke ha meni boliobu kejo meni boliobu adin wote amepi ni onukpa ejiwe wonu chuma mi na kanji boni wo fi ole nyeke me bakpangbe ona boni nchon wo bi ongawo ye wo workers meni me twon ni ha wo puka wa fe project ko wo bi o ma ke project ne no ni wo ya ne wo go ni eni wota wo hye ne mini jinye dwemo. How do we go about it? Ni wabanye wa achieve na can go le ni woyo ona bonincho. But like I said, me commit to Nii Odaifio Welentsi as the president of the traditional council, Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, in back confidence, yeah, I mean one bit. Bona bonincho, because look, if the way they run le as the acting president thus far, alo kabatabi aneni echon president Ona Boninchon, the way ni Iran, if there is any, if it is something to go by, you can clearly tell like no kokpa bang. But it is my prayer, if I run ile conclude. She can make mafia tactics, no machinations, can be no about you say Ganangbe, expect nothing new from the regional House of Chiefs. No kokpakpa bang, no kokpakpa e jeng eba. Expect nothing new. The same poto kada na can no wabayale. And it's sad. Trust in Nungua Mantsɛ. Oh yeah, pano. Come video ne.
Zamida asumake nabete she usume she ne atashi region indani kemo pe atashi that regional house the authorities don't come in Can't get me to my back staff any of the pay now hand you said within 2-3 weeks we can wait. whatever money the master why also show me just yoli just yoli ka o kwa you can damino na ke bukene so no more get on hotel o ma na show me down na no more na money you go feel like it up yeah I'm going to get you
over the video. This is your president. This is the president of the Regional House of Chiefs. That's him. Behind closed doors, and machinations. Tactics a player. So when you have somebody like this as your president, that's him. That is him. That is him. I can guarantee you, a case in a penny wanna look, every single case Nekan Regional House of Chiefs say, I'm telling you this. His hands are all over it. Look, Nitako Chulu, Keni Adama Lachesanie, Nungua Mantsɛ, enine all over it. All over it. His hands are all over it. All over it. And I'm telling you, I can go through all the cases. So his hands are all over it. All over. His hands are all over it. But like I said, I can only hope and pray. I can bonye tele biakomine huwe. Eke no ya ke sholemo bako washikmono. Moe eke totomo ke basabasa fe mueba. No, this time around there. Eba kwe ye ishibami. Beke bibi ojimi ke na fofosa. Imbe ekbekla ni mawo ni nga. And that is not what I'm attempting to do here. Ejin solemo ken fight pamo. Pe ake ba kwa ke the way ni tele afi akomine uwe. This time around there eba chakele fiyo. Ona boni nchon ni kwa ke ni bini watawo woni ni ba shenolo. No se mie ni Adama Lache leun a release letter masumoni makane mabo letter ni Adama Lache release koni ona noni yomi keke ingme ohi fogmene wanwe wabasa waba aba ekum Office of the Gun Mantsɛ 26 October 2024 to whom it may concern, I, Boni Kintaki Adama Lache II, wish to state to all Gandangmes in particular and Ghanaians in general that I am the current customarily installed and constitutionally recognized Gamanche, and that any other person parading as such is an imposter. In the year 2011, I went through every customary and traditional rites required for the installment and was duly outdoored on the 11th day of June 2011 to the Ghanaian public. As a successor to my illustrious predecessor, Boni Nii Amugi II, amid much fanfare and joyous outpouring of goodwill. Lately, the rumor mill is full of innuendos and suggestions that I have given up this worthy office as Gamanche in favor of a sham and trickster, my nephew, Kelvin Nii Taki. Wow. This is far from the truth and frankly ridiculous and insulting to the good people of Gandangme. I want to reassure the Gun State that I shall never, and I repeat, for the avoidance of doubt, that I shall never accept any inducement from any quarter to vacate the office of Gamanche, and shall never entertain such a sacrilegious idea from the camp of the impostor and his political masters who have encouraged Kelvin Nii Taki in his treacherous adventure against the Gun State. Oh, so as only letter in the channel no billionaire release before a bote Miami. She incarnate Bakodan incan yone seriously. Incan letter Bakodan incan in the channel no just in read first paragraph no ninka wajeme because inka ukama face show makandi. And I think there have been a few rumors out there wache ni teko chulu ena ni adama lacheni sortile out. Niwo egne manchayeli hale. I think I can know this letter is worded this way. You can tell it is worded very, very strongly. And I think ni adama lachen town quench na ken rumors akelekpe ni anale ni ata onoko yale ni egme ona no woni a word ne ken letter ne very, 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 very strongly. Till date, there have been numerous court judgments against his quest to be recognized. Notably among is the ruling by the First Track High Court sitting in Kumasi on Thursday, the 11th day of November 2021. So 2021, attached by Justice Frederick Tete in suit number GJLMISC/A3/21. A ruling against the decision of the National House of Chiefs to strike out my inclusion in the National Register of Chiefs per the 4th Republican Constitution. Kelvin Nii Taki and his political sponsors have conveniently chosen to ignore all rulings against them, much to the displeasure of DANGME and the public at large. Signed. So there you have it. Letani wacheni adamalache e release ne ake okahe rumoko oye ake akele egbena akele tashi ni ata onoko ale ni akele egbena eke dabi efe na kan kokoko e koshika ya mukudie eke mukuta koshie shi still yele susumomie le jigamanche ni kusumi fe kusumi ni asani afianle ni echofemi. So there you have it for today. Wo masa nkebo akpe eko yeye wanyumo dromona oyi wala don ake ofebe ni wona sanegba agmenehun ngbeji ni tete obobi ason ye shiba mi bomode nkoni o subscribe keji oye yuemoko ni osumoni okeba yibo eni ona ye yuemo mfoni ne no ngme twa enyope kema jemi ejeme oyi wala don twa ni omanye afe ono. Bye bye.
Yeah, baba. Yeah, baba. It's Nii. Them say you want to chop my